our hand. Defend the world, make our stand. We are the hunters of the shadow. Rise and face the beast, dark gallows. With every strike we take our oath. For the light we break their hold. Moonlight bathes our battleground. Ancient evils falling down. Wounded hearts but spirits high. We survive while they must die. The legends speak of fallen kin, bound by blood through thick and thin. Lost souls whisper in the air, in their name we'll fight and dare. We are the hunters of the shadow. Rise and face the beast, dark gallows. With every strike we take our oath. For the light we break their hold.
What's good, everybody? Hope I was doing pretty good. Hope I was doing pretty well. The tea is spilling everywhere. It's getting wild on this one. Not divulging any extra information, but we'll just say that the next couple of days it's gonna get wilder. People think that the money laundering slash people leaving VSODA is the worst part about it. Wait till the other stuff actually comes out. There is a lot worse stuff that's going to come out relatively soon on that. I hope they talk about it. I hope there's no BS NDA that prevents it from happening because of how it's handled and such like that. But yeah, there's going to be a lot more stuff coming out, and I really hope they actually just talk about the whole deal. We'll make sure my Twitch is not running any ads right now because that's always a fear about that. Because Twitch gets kind of irky about that whole deal. They seem to have the best timing on the ads. Like when stuff is when I'm spilling the tea and everything like that, that's when they start like spilling the ad stuff. They start kind of pushing out some different things out there. Alrighty, let's get to let's check the ad starts. Okay, we'll run an ad real quick and get it out of the way. Stay with your chat. If you don't have an ad, I could probably talk about some more stuff while the ad's running. Alrighty. For people that's not had to witness the ad stuff overall, there's been some like discussion that it's not, thankfully, a whole group of people. It's probably a very few people that's going to cause like Shoujo to really get messed over because of their shenanigans. And the problem was they were called out well before all this stuff happened. They said there was going to be a problem. And you know, when people don't believe things and stuff like that, it's like, oh, I don't think they're this. Oh, I don't think they're that. They always do such good work. You know, all that how that one employee is that gets like the golden employee or the golden child. They get away with murder and stuff like that. That's exactly how it's going on so far. And it's just going to get worse after that. So, to the juiciest part of the actual details of this, a lot of content creators have already left. And let me pull this list back up here. Dang it, where'd my list go? I had a list. Ah, there we go. And it keeps on getting bigger, so roughly this list is not updated overall. Of course, Iron Mouse is out. Project Melody quit as well. That's another big one. Project Melody changed their content to work with VShojo to a certain extent overall. She basically changed the way she did business because of them. And for that to actually happen, and she quits out after that, they must not have been paying well, or they fed her some BS or threatened her or something like that. That's the only thing I'd be feeling about that one. Kiro quit. K-Side quit live on stream, which was like, I wouldn't say a meme, but at the same time, the fact she said, fuck you, I quit, she has that ability to do that. Thank you. That's actually very beautiful what she did, like live on stream. She was actually on stream with the actual Japanese VShojo CDO about that, and the way it laid out, it feels like that he really wanted to talk, but he couldn't really talk about what was going on. But the information he could give out is like very limited overall on that. And I feel bad for him for the factor that he knows more, but he can't really talk about it. But to give you guys a heads up, even though they couldn't pay their talent, guess who was getting paid? The higher ups were getting paid. The workers and middle people were getting paid. The ground people was getting paid. And the creepy little bastard was getting paid. You'll understand. No, I can't say who it is, but you'll understand probably later on down the road. I hope one of them exposes it sooner or later. But that creepy little bastard needs to be exposed for what he did. I hope they stay away from gaming in general too. So roughly, when I say creepy, instead of calling him creepy little bastard, I'm gonna call him CLB. As long as that CLB basically stays away from streaming content creation, I think it'll be a better place overall. I hope they catch him too. That's the thing. I hope they actually have enough evidence to, you know, do things to him on that. Emily quit. Michi quit. Himi Hamaji quit. I think Haruka quit as well. I had to check on that 100%. I do know Hanya quit it on stream too. Henya the genius. And that's another mainstay. It's just like, it's really hard to see like these VTubers actually have to like, they had to like, after like events like that, know they're all going to quit. They stood by even when the bad stuff was going on. And it's a shame that it's actually like that. The business is, if you really think about it, the question is at this point, how are they going to specify that the money's not there when the business has been booming for VTubers? There's just a lot of stuff going on. I think I said Kiro left. Did I say Kiro left? Well, make sure. I think I did because I saw it on there. Yeah, Kiro. Okay, I already said Kiro left as well, so. This is a shame, though. This is like... This is why you never fully trust organizations. If you're an independent contractor, don't get me wrong, the money, the glam, and the guaranteed work is great, but this is why you never truly fully trust actual corps like this. If you're entertaining or something like that, there are some good companies out there that will definitely protect you from bad stuff overall, but you'll notice that this is one of those situations here. When you get to those little get-togethers, when you get to those, like, when you go visit these different locations, meet the different shirts, stuff like that, and some of them don't even know your name or something like that, or if they do know your name, or if they basically, you see a guy randomly in the corner taking pictures of you or something like that, or if they act very awkward or anything like that, those are the ones you need to really watch overall. And there's the ones that smile in your face or slick about the thumb, and then basically ask a legitimate question about your money, and it's like, oh no, this, and come out with some bullshit excuse for you. You really weird watching all that. And this is why I feel like that instead of going with a corp, you need a personal handler, somebody you can actually trust. Not no bullshit person like that. Somebody that can be a handler for you. Twitch streamers definitely need personal handlers or something like that, because it's basically most streamers are usually young impressionable adults that's never had that much amount of money before overall, and that's what really comes down to on that, and that's the whole thing about that deal. And then they get kind of messed over by these corps or other streamers and stuff like that, take advantage of. So I always suggest that if I get a certain amount of like get my money right, I'm definitely gonna have like some type of like like a handling organization like that basically takes care of all their side stuff, get their laundry, get their food, stuff like that. Actually make sure they don't make any bad decisions. If they are making bad decisions, be sure to help like do the best they can to help clean up the bad decisions they're making and stuff like that. They really need, it's like, celebrities have handlers. Twitch streamers should have handlers as well too. People need to be protected a lot better than that. It's just like, you see this happening all the time. It's not just a one-time thing. There'll be other things coming out relatively soon that people will be kind of scared about. All right, time to do some of my pulls here, because I actually did some missions and I got a bunch of pulls for this. I'm not gonna do any other pulls for the banner because there's supposed to be a new banner coming out relatively soon. But I am gonna do some pulls like for wherever it's at here. Ah, there we go. All right. I got a bunch of pulls from my like what's it called, the event stuff overall, because I didn't claim on there because I had a bunch of event points too. All right, so guys, to let you know, full disclosure, there's no such thing as streamer luck. Streamer luck is not a thing. I repeat again, streamer luck's not a thing. There's no such thing as it. The pulls will be bad. I'm just the average guy. I'm not sponsoring like that. I wish that could be sponsored. That'll actually be a lot more pulls that way. But the main thing about it is there's no such thing as streamer luck on pulls and stuff. So if anybody asks you a question how I got this, how I get that, I promise you, it's just pure luck. Natural luck. Not trying to do anything crazy. We'll see though. All right, first 10 pull here. Get that sword. See? Streamer luck does not exist. There we go. So now we solidified it. All right, next 10 pull here. See? I don't have streamer luck. There we go. That whole thing earlier was a fluke. Thankfully, this is showing that this is actually showing this. See, now 1 in 3, okay. After 3 10 pulls, yes. That actually happens sometimes, so roughly, you can't say that's actually streamer luck at this point. Alright, we'll see what this is.
Have faith in my blade.
Oh! This is a new one. I'll check out the stats on her as well, too, on that one. Alrighty.
I am Bedivere of Britannia, Princess Elizabeth's guardian knight.
I ain't beating these allegations. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not beating these allegations at all. These... Look, game, when you do stuff like this, people think I'm cheating. I swear I'm not cheating. This is just... I just pull naturally. I guess the pull game is strong today. Let me maximize this screen a bit. I ain't beating these allegations. I try to beat these allegations, I swear. Alright. We're gonna see. Alright, we're gonna do one more 10 pull here. See? Normal again. Do another 10 pull here. For another 10 pull again. I'll have a pity soon as well too on top of that. So roughly, if you see anything else, I do have a pity available soon. Here it goes. This is probably the pity. This is probably the pity. We're checking this out. Alright, we'll see what this is.
I'm happy that I can be by your side, Ethan.
Elizabeth. See? There's trash pulls here. There you go. See? Alright, that's probably the pity. Yep, that was a pity right there. So, nobody can sit here and say anything to me anymore about, like, getting God tier pulls on there. There we go. Alright, that's my pulls for today on that part. I am going to... Oh, sorry. Where's the character thing at?
I am the Princess of Britannia, Elizabeth Pendragon.
Actually, what's her card look like? What's absolute armor does? Damage reduction. I'm just gonna basically wait on that.
I still sometimes dream about my father passing away. I won't mess up this time.
Range attack. Awakening is... We'll transcend some more for her. Oh, also, I got my first gold equipment finally.
Yes.
I got a sword. Check this out. It does work too. It helps me clear out much quicker too. On top of that, the ads are just completely get ran through completely on there. All right. So next thing I was gonna do on here, while talking about more tea, is trying to maybe want to do the cow level or not. Actually, I'm gonna tell. I'll see if the cow level, if I can do gold runs yet. Oh, got to upgrade anyway. Well, if it'll let me run up there. There we go. Not enough lumber. Not enough wood. Level up again. Rebuilding my town. Oh no! Not enough stone. Jingle jiggle? Okay. So let me go in. There we go. Can I do the other levels yet? Oh. I gotta clear chapter 10 first, of course. Dang, it won't let me get any fun stuff yet. I'll definitely get a bunch of these right here. This will definitely help me clear house with, I guess, farm that. I got some bells too, so clear chapter 10 is gonna be the main goal here. Oh. Enter lobby first, so gotta exit out. Uh-oh, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, get to farm some more. Oh, I forgot I actually got a new character. Let's see. Can I see what she's about? Not Percival. Who's my newest character? Garwin. Okay, let's see the Garwin.
I will take your lead.
Oh, like the outfit.
I'll do anything to protect you.
She's a knight type class. Let's see what the actual abilities are.
Leave it to me.
Alright, the ultimate skill is inflict. Ooh. What, stuns? Increase HP on self. Oh, she's a basically, she's a hit killer tank, it looks like.
I am Claire, the Battle Priestess.
Alright, so back to this. We'll start this up here. Got my pets right, yep. But yeah, Kesa did a nice little interview thing with their CEO, and she was very respectful.
You shall know even how it's
There we go.
all hail.
We're gonna turn the sound down a bit. And, you know, the biggest thing about her business aspect to that is the factor that her brand's like really well done. She has a big following. She could have kept quiet about all this, and you know, it could have been all status quo on that, and actually did not actually. Oh gosh, the kick streamer stuff. Here we go. Got to kick them out on this. At least the bots are in full force. At least the bots are in full force. I appreciate that factor. They better not tease us with this. If I take a pass one more match in him, I'd appreciate it. Kind of like Vince Carter having one more in him. Alright, we're going to clear Chapter 10 and so we can actually unlock some better farming. But this whole situation is like, the tea is popping off on this. I kind of wish some of the module link stuff, honestly, because that would actually bring out some more info to the actual equation on here.
All hail. Haha.
One of the biggest things about this whole deal, and this is just hindsight 2020 on here, is the fact that, let me think how can I say this. Is the fact that legally, if they were to sue, if it took place in California on that one, the question on this would be is if they could actually do the actual, would there be actually some actual felony charges issued out if they go after the one guy? Because apparently, I do think in California in certain situations, they could actually make somebody a fall guy and get out a lot of this stuff for financial reasons on here. And they'll say, oh, we tried to do something. But I think at this point, how deep they've been into it over there so far, I don't think they're going to be a fall guy on this one.
Trivia.
Because $500,000 is $500,000. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's probably more money involved than that. They're going to probably say they're broke or go bankrupt or something like that. Get out, get out of everything.
You shall not even have trivia.
I do feel like I'll check stuff from the top down on this whole deal. Let me maximize this thing again. But I went on for some time. Oh, wow. This game could have been a really good beat 'em up, too. Okay. Oh, talking about the strategy on this.
Don't get hurt.
They're getting red-shirted.
All hail.
They're getting red-shirted. Hurry on for them to fight.
Oh God! Bestow your sweet cookie in the realm of Logress!
Oh, she can revive them. Okay. Complete that one. Dang, how long is Chapter 10? For real, for real.
Don't get hurt!
Oh, they got red-shirted.
All hail.
I don't think that magic event's helping him out at all on that one.
Focus on me.
Down. Got it. Cleanse.
How trivial.
Oh, this could probably be a one shot. Almost.
All hail. How trivial.
That was finishing them off.
There's no one like
Okay,
me, right?
especially.
An excellent.
Is it my turn?
Alright, so he's got to boost up their
Oh.
attack.
Yes? Did you call for me?
Where's my healer at?
If you need me, I suppose I can help.
So I'll re-roll hers because she needs that attack percent. We'll hold that one. Alright, we'll hold. Oh, I don't want to use that. We'll keep that there. There we go. So
Don't
roughly
get hurt.
the idea of basically how things are going right now
Easy.
is that what will happen to these users on the aftermath is that they'll be able to collab who they want to collab with after the fact. They'll be able to actually do what they want to do. I do feel it'll be a net gain for a lot of VTubers now for the fact that they can actually hang out with their. They'll probably be able to collab with other VTubers now finally. With that said, though, I do feel like that the girls and other VTubers in this actual orgs, their trust is shattered. So they're not going to be able to trust anybody anymore after this. I'd be surprised if they could at this point. That trust factor is gone. It's a shame, too. Which makes me sad now, because I'm not going to get my VTubers Gotcha game at all now. Because I thought VShojo would actually finally acquire all the VTubers like Pokemon. And you have over 100 something VTubers and stuff like that, and they make a Gotcha game out of it, but no luck on that front. It is what it is, though. Let's see what else we got here. Guess we'll go forward some more. I was trying to debate if I wanted to level up some more on this characters. They're kind of walking through them though. The walk down is real.
All hail. How trivial.
More storyline to this. So here goes another question. I know they had editors and stuff like that. So I wonder what the VTuber is gonna do as far as like editors and stuff like that. What's gonna be their goal as far as like, are they gonna actually hire their own people now, or are they going to try to, I guess, retain the VShojo people that did it before for them? And that's another concern. I wonder who actually owns the channels and stuff like that too. Well, I do know that they own their VTubers or content, stuff like that, but I'm thinking about like the YouTube channels and stuff like that, if they, you know, are they gonna have a fight over that whole deal? They was flying between masses of soldiers. Yeah, think about my TikTok here. Well, I've been watched it too on top of that. I figured Misojo the drama would be kind of a thing at that point. Okay, so we got another one on the list. Breaking news here. Haruka left Misojo now. It's official now, so it's actually official now. Okay. Haruka left Misojo. Good for her on that. She was already going to leave too. Good gosh. Dang. We're waiting. I mean, I'm waiting for the drop of the actual information on this. I'm still just like, I know some of it, but that's not even the tip of the iceberg at this point. I have to educate them later about I'm bookmarking. I'm going to educate them later about the Hercules series and stuff like that. I watched that when I was younger myself. I definitely let them know about the whole, how the chain of actual events work with that. All right, back to this. It's just like I wonder if I can say something, say alleged, and would that count? I don't know about the legality of that. I'm sorry, I got distracted by a message here. I apologize. But continuing on with the discussion here. Well, let me go through here. There we go.
You shall not even have a chance.
Yeah.
hoping that somebody actually does a copy and printed the contract for PSO as well too soon. Because I kind of want to actually see that get exposed.
It's easy. I don't need anyone else.
Because every little thing they did, they get a piece of that. They get a piece of that pie, basically.
All hail. How trivial.
We keep going.
Don't get hurt.
The balls. Real chemical.
Got it.
He's just a side character.
Easy.
There we go.
Leave it to me. Level? Oh.
Oh yay, level up.
I don't need anyone else.
We're rolling to him. Watch out.
All hail. How trivial.
More storyline here. We'll listen to that. Uh-oh. I think the fan base is getting restless about all this. If it, I hate to say it like this, if they're smart, V Shoujo will not make a comment about this. They'll just keep everything quiet and take care of all the stuff they messed up and just walk away. That'd be the smartest thing for them to do.
Fan. Did you know that when dogs feel death?
Oh gosh, somebody. Oh, this is an ad. Has that little squirt ever shown such bravery?
Don't get hurt.
another pull. Let's go ahead and use that one pull, isn't it? Yep. Nah, I'm glad it pulled anything crazy, because if that pulls something crazy, people will think I'll never beat those allegations by any means. I'm trying to beat them. There we go. Keep it going.
Don't get hurt.
Oh, hell.
I got it.
Oh yeah, this is a mobile game. Oh yeah, this is a
I
gotcha
don't
game.
need anyone else.
Oh, did you hear? I'm not sure if you heard any of the T yet, but I've been building it kind of halfway through the stream overall.
Got it.
The T has definitely been on the top, a bit on the pretty sweet level of this. And stuff keeps coming out information-wise. I'm like, you know what I think? I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of information. I was like, I'm gonna start streaming. And then, boom, somebody else actually announces they're leaving. I'm like, good gosh. It just keeps going. Nothing stops on this whole deal. I'm
Can't you
hoping
just
more information
focus on
about some of
me?
the employees will come out, because that's where the actual big T is at right there. The rule is if somebody else talks about it, then I can talk about it. I look at it that way. Bill said in confidence you can't really talk about it. That's the rule of that whole deal.
Can't you just focus on me?
Got it. I got it.
As far as like how would you botch not sending $500,000 to charity, you're asking? I don't know. Maybe they didn't have the, maybe they were actually they held that money and they gave it to the wrong person. Well, I'll make several scenarios happen, because this way I won't say anything else on this. So I won't say anything that's incriminating. Maybe they put the wrong person in charge of the money, and they actually put it somewhere they shouldn't have, like their own bank account. And maybe they forgot about it for quite a few months or so and never turned it in. They made the donation because they thought the company was gonna make the donation for them regardless. Because, you know, they don't see the funds going in and going out because they make so much money. Maybe the corporation was going broke in the U.S. side of the fence somehow, some way, which means there has to be thievery on that part. And they was already in the negative, so $500,000 put them in the actual black after that. And they couldn't give out $500,000 they didn't have. The other maybe is the factor that they say they would. They say they did do it, and nobody else thought anything else about it. Well, the one trick about running out of money, there's ways to run out of money. We'll say this much overall, especially in a corporation or business. When one person knows how the money goes in, goes out, it's much easier to track that way, because one person's doing it. They know how much money they have, how much money they can spend, and how much they can give out, and stuff like that. They can track it better. One way, another way, a worse way not to keep up money is having basically given everybody, even Tom the janitor, access to all that money. And roughly, sometimes somebody takes a 1,000 here, a couple thousand there, Somebody needs some new shoes. Took a few hundred there. Nobody notices that little small amount when you have millions in the bank. But let's just say, for example, that they shifted it over to a different account that shows like they're always in the green because the account doesn't actually show negatives or anything like that till like the year's end. Hence why you saw basically a lot of people kind of talk about they're going to probably quit like the middle of the summer or something like that because that January phone call showed they was in the red because so much money was taken out. But the thing about this on top of that makes it worse is the talent was not being paid. That's the thing about that whole deal. The employees were being get paid. The CEOs were getting paid. The all the regular employees that were not Cal are getting paid. When that happens, you know something more devious going on. Like you do a job. Let's say, for example, you do a job. You get paid like once a month or once per payout type deal. Oh yeah. Oh, guess what?
Leave it to me.
Oh, you want to know the kicker about that? The PSO Destiny CEOs actually got a bonus this year. Yeah. We're doing so well, as they said. Some of the actual other corporate employees got a bonus too.
Oh, hell.
You wanna know who didn't get their money? The people making the money. You know what? And also, you want to know how? You want to know how they kept it quiet so long? Was the fact that they, people that didn't keep the money, that give out the money to, they kept it under NDA. They used the NDA to protect their money, saying that if they break the NDA, they don't have to pay them with that threat. And then roughly, once they get to court, they'll have to dox themselves.
Oh, hell. It's easy.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that they're taking advantage of people like that. What's going on, buddy? How you doing today? We're just talking about PSO Joe drama right now. Ah, funny. But yeah, this team just will not stop going. They'll keep on going for quite a while. People will take advantage of the situations. Oh, they do, but sadly, this is under legal litigation now because, they quit. So now it's under illegal now at this point. It's not a question of basically are they getting paid or not. It's a question. It's a question they have the money to pay it. Because somehow, some way that that what they're owed is still confusing after like so many months or so. That they're questioning if they really owe that much amount of money type deal, even though they are owed that money. It's getting trifling and confusing now. But you know what? The CEOs got bonus checks. Their checks already hit the bell. They did that in the bank.
Bestow your beacon of progress.
Oh, very much so. Very much so. That's how they handle that business. I have an alternate theory about what happens to the money. I have a very alternate theory that happens to the money. Oh gosh, now you're gonna talk about that.
Take this.
That's a whole different theory altogether right there, so. But the alternate theory I have is that they got greedy, they put the money in let's say some investments, some very unstable investments. They's like, oh, we can invest this money for the group and we'll make even more money on top of that. So what they do with all the money is that they put all the eggs in one basket. Let's say they put it into a crypto of some sort, not just stocks, but other crypto or something like that. And let's just say what happens if basically that you put something you don't know anything about, and let's say hypothetically that it actually does a rug pull. So all that money invested into it goes down to, like, instead of like being like so many dollars a share, it's down to 1 cent, or down to like 0.01 of a cent. So all that money you put into it is worth like only 0.001% of what you actually put into it. So you lost money there. So instead of putting it into like a savings account, like most people, smart people do, or have some savings in the backup and stuff like that, they put it into something like a pure investment firm on that was very unstable. To be fair about Trump coin was actually lucrative. So can't use Trump coin as an example. Trump coin's actually on point. That's my crypto mind talking. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, Trump coin was actually profitable. If you got in like from the get, I don't know any other coin. Okay. We'll say, let me pull up my portfolio right here. Not that I invested into any like bad funds like that by any means. Not saying I'm also a financial advisor or anything like that either. We're looking through here. Something called SafeMoon, for example. Something like SafeMoon, something like... Where's the actual recent one? Oh, something like Pump Fund or something like that. Something like random ass crypto or something like that. Let's say they do that. Let's say that the coin is worth like 1 cent. And let's say you invest, millions of dollars into it. And millions of dollars, let's say that you basically, let's say hypothetically that it does really well. And it goes up to like 4 or 5 cents. The smart thing to do there is to cash out that actual original amount you put into it and let that other crypto, and leave the other stuff in there and let it grow overall. That'd be a smart thing to do. But let's say that Joe from the office, the swarmy smart guy from the office that thinks he's smart, it's like, oh no, leave it in there. It's gonna grow some more. If it grows some more, you'll make even more money. And let's say it grows like maybe another cent or two or something like that. But it's like, oh yeah, let it keep growing. It's gonna go up to 25 cents probably. And he has no idea what he's talking about realistically. He just let greed run his actual deal. Instead of taking out some of the money out on there, and it's like, oh, if you take it out now, you don't make as much for doing it. You could have, if you instead of having like $1 million, instead of having like an extra trillion, you can only have 1 million from that, even though it's the money you invested into it. But then, excuse me. But then, the crypto tanks for some reason. goes from like 6 cents to 2 cents from the original cent you invested. But Joe's like, no, don't take it out. It'll grow back up there. It'll go back up there. And then roughly it goes up like maybe like a half a cent, then it takes all the way down to 0.000003 cents because they took all the money out because the other people smart enough to take out the cash out or put it in other crypto. Now Joe over there. Now Joe basically off somewhere goofing off. The actual guys that control the invested things like freaking out over that. And he's like, where's Joe at? Where's Joe at? They run around, they're looking for Joe. And then it's like, Joe, this is your fault. You said leave it in there, blah, 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 blah. Hey, I'm just a guy that works here today, blah, 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 blah. You gotta take those risks though. There's a risk on there. Don't worry, we'll make more money. They'll always make money. Well, we gotta pay them. But don't worry about it. We gotta pay them. Don't worry about it. We'll basically just we'll just wait till they make some more money, then we'll pay back what they make on that one. This next event's gonna do really, really well. And let's say they actually had an actual contracted event that's gonna actually pay them like so many $1 million that would cover their costs of the actual foul up and also pay the VTubers. For some strange reason, that event gets canceled because of a tragic event or something like that. The event gets canceled. So roughly, they're out there event money. It's like, and then Joe from the office was like, "Oh no, just tell them that we got the money. We just gotta wait for payment because we gotta do good on financials for the year. Tell them that we'll be okay." So they tell them that for, right before the 2024 and 2021, 2025. I think they have that. I think they have their annual probably like January or February more likely or something like that. Oh, that's about 100 now. They're showing that off. It's like, yeah, okay, we'll make it up, Mo. Don't worry about it. We'll make it up. And then they get the money. They finally get another event. They finally get the money back. And instead of doing the right thing, Bob from the office say, "Hey, we can pay them back now. They've been very patient, but we can invest in something to try to triple our money, so we get a higher bonus structure, bonus check on there. Because we'd have to report the financials. We can always wait till the end of the year this year to do that." It's like, oh yeah, we can do that. Okay. We'll just tell them we'll take a little bit longer on our money and we'll put it into something. They do the same cycle repeats again. And they lose money, but they somehow stack up money for like the end of the year. And basically the people that are supposed to be watching this are in on the scam, basically. And not taking care of the actual like payouts like that. Oh, the employees are getting paid because they're actually on salary and stuff like that. Beats are not getting paid because this is a talent. They actually have to wait for all this stuff to populate through. But they get fed the lies and say, "Hey, we can wait for it to come through." That's my theory. I feel they invested in something, lost all the money, and that's why the financial situation they're in right now. PSO Japan has laws against that. So, they have money, but guess what? How can you pay talent in Japan and basically, if you delay one VTuber's payment in the US, you got to delay the people who do payment in Japan. So the CEO over there has to actually wait until they actually get to go ahead to pay the creators out, because they all get paid at the same time. So none of them getting paid. So none of the actual creators getting paid, but the actual people on the ground, like the execs, look like they're always getting paid. And of course, they think they get away with it because oh no, they're patient, they'll be okay with it. Oh yeah. I'll say it like this. I'm pretty sure VShojo Japan had a whiff of what's going on. I don't think they fully know what's going on. They do have some bad employees over there, but not like on the higher up side of this. They're a lot more respectable, stuff like that. it is our side of FSB Shoujo employees that are really bad. They're doing some really, really shoddy things right now. So it's not a factor whether there's a good VTuber agency. It's a factor of whether that they're going to try to basically F you over by doing anything illegal on the back screen or not. To be frank, I don't think there's any good VTuber agency overall. I think there are ones that treat their employees correctly and treat it like a job, but I don't think there's actually any good ones. I do feel that independence is going to be going to pop off overall. That's why I tell streamers straight up, they make their own team, a small team of very few people. You have an editor, you have the content creator, and then you have the handler. And maybe a financial advisor to tell the streamer what to do with the actual money. Smart thing to do with it, handle the tax, stuff like that. And the sad truth behind that is the fact that it's gonna be a thankless job overall. It's gonna be one of those situations where roughly that if they're a smaller group overall, it's going to be done for fun at first, but when they start doing well, they'll have to really make some hard decisions overall. It just makes you wonder, though. Like, I know a situation I was in at one time where roughly I helped out a content creator a lot. Someone will take advantage of your situations like that. They'll actually take advantage of the situation, and then as soon as they do well, they'll drop you on the content creator side of things overall. It's one of those situations where I would say you definitely want to make sure you know who you work with at that point. And make sure you're basically stand on business and get treated correctly overall. The dynamics are always kind of off at that point. Oh, yay! Reassess equipment. Oh, they're trying to get me. They're trying to get me. See, this is how they try to get you right here. They show you this right here. If there was no pet things here. Oh, yeah, that's my lord. That actually happened to me before. Yes. TLDR. I knew someone for like around how many years? 2014. Yeah, 7 years basically. We met on a game and stuff like that. They were a content creator. We hung out a lot. We talked a lot like that. And they like to cosplay and stuff like that as well too. So they actually did all that stuff like that. I was like, oh wow, you should really just go for it at this point. And roughly they kind of started going for it as far as content creator grind. It was a slow grind. That's how I met Kane, by the way. I know you saw Kane here earlier. That's how I met Kane, by the way. They actually were in that community as well too. This is part of the fighting game community lore too. On top of that, that's even more fun part about this. Oh yeah, this is part of the fighting game community lore too on top of this. So that adds more to this lore. Well, roughly, roughly you basically build a strong foundation like that. And, I used to be the type of person to say, if you don't meet IRL, you don't really know the person and stuff like that. But the details we shared with each other like that, you built that bond like I knew their birthday, I knew their parent, I knew their parents, their brothers and sisters, stuff like that. You built a bond with them. You know what their daily life is like. They knew what my daily life was like. It was actually pretty deep. I'll say that much. Like, they were there for my darkest moments. I was there for their darkest moments. All that stuff overall. And I always tried to help out a little bit. When I could actually try to help them get started like that. Heck, I even started streaming just to actually kind of figure out, like, what type of hurdles they would have to go through and stuff like that. That's part of the reason I started streaming originally. Was not even to be a streamer, it was just more to kind of figure out what the hurdles they would have to go through overall, as far as, you know, doing this, doing that. Heck, I even started doing like a little bit of editing. That's what got me really into editing, because I used to edit very long before that, but I got out of it, then I got back into it again because of them. Heck, the clips I clipped for them went viral for quite a bit. Basically, that's how they got kind of more of an actual, best way to put it, that's how they got more of a following behind that. They were basically in the fighting game community for quite a while. That was their thing. But they realized that, but they actually tried, they started doing variety and stuff like that. They started growing the variety to a certain extent. And then, one day, they actually was kind of really in a dark place at this point in time. Like, I've like basically given up on themselves basically at this point. I can tell because the way they were talking, like, for example, they was actually saying that, yeah, I'm just gonna quit. I'm just gonna quit streaming for a while because I'm gonna basically get a part-time job to actually help, because the extra rent is costing a lot more. My roommates are toxic, so I'm gonna try to get an extra rent to move out, stuff like that. And I was like, but you're right at the actual cusp of that. You're actually really close. You get good enough stuff. It's like, nah, I don't think I'm that. I'm okay, but I don't really think I'm that good or like that. And you know, roughly her boyfriend who streamed, we didn't really, you know, pretty much get like a lot of content, but like roommates made fun of her for streaming, and her boyfriend at the time said that, I think you should quit streaming. I don't think you're that good because your voice is annoying. And I was like, no, don't quit streaming. I'll tell you, like, you're doing really well. You're very unique. You're very funny, and you've done a lot of good things, stuff like that. And I told him straight up, and roughly, to kind of expose myself even more so on that, I actually started helping pay for their rent as well too on top of that for a while. So yeah, I was helping pay their rent. I was getting them dropping, not a lot. I ain't gonna tell you how much I was dropping. I was actually helping them pay their rent basically to keep them streaming. I was like, don't get a part-time job. I'll pay you not to get a part-time job. So I did that for a while. Then they really started popping off. They actually was like, they wanted to get to a game that I wanted to get to, which was Final Fantasy 14. They've actually been eyeballing it for quite a while, but they've never really actually had an opportunity to really jump into it. So I got them the game with all the expansions and stuff like that, because they were a really big Final Fantasy fan from the get, and they kept hooked on it for a while. And that's when it really started blowing up. And you know, it's like, you know what? Since they played that, I guess I'll play Final Fantasy 14. I'll get back into it again too. And you know, I was a decent healer. I wasn't like a top tier healer, but I was, you know, I pretty much did my healing. Like I played from before they actually had to re-release it and stuff like that. I played before re-release. I played back in the beta days, basically, of that. I got the original release, played the beta, played a little bit afterwards as well. Until top of that, I was like, okay, you know what? We can hang out a little bit, do that though. But I ain't gonna tell the full like for much like the red flags and stuff like sides from there. But I will tell like the end game of that. Roughly, I noticed something strange that they was inviting everybody else to a party, and they wouldn't gonna invite me. I was like, they wouldn't invite me, but I was a healer. They would have found matches much easier because it'd be instant. Like I was getting this thing instantly, boom, boom, boom. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, there's something strange going on. And then roughly, like, I asked us like, hey, is everything good? Is like, why do I play? And they gave me the whole line. Well, it's like, well, I'm trying to separate. I want to separate myself. I'm trying not to hang out with fans versus actually hang out with people I want to, you know, grow with at that point. And I was like, after 7 years, I'm just a fan now. Even though we basically hung out, talked, cried with each other, dealt with each other's like BS problems, relationship issues, stuff like that, and I'm just a fan now. And that was like, don't make it like weird or anything like that. It's just the fact of that, you know, roughly, you know, that I feel like that you would not be a good part of this community overall. So, like that, our friendship ended, and I was just a fan from there. And I was just, you know, just another guy that was there. And of course, right after that, they got partner, of course, after getting like a lot of like stuff overall. So they're a Twitch partner right now. You live life, you learn lessons to life to that example of that one. And you know what? The worst part about it is I'm actually happy for them at the end of the day. They actually got themselves out of a bad situation. They're a partner now. I guess I'll put it like this. I think there was some toxic stuff between us every once in a while. I accept that. And sometimes you just gotta accept it. Like, sometimes you get, like, have people in your life overall. If there's somebody, like, I've been through enough therapy to know now that if there's somebody toxic in your life and you feel like it's like holding you back or like that, you gotta let them go. And she felt I was that person in her life, and that's what happened. Oh, I was mad. I'll admit, I was definitely upset at first. I was definitely mad at first. I probably didn't take it as well as I could have. But I've forgiven myself and I've forgiven her for all the stuff in general. It's just that's how it goes out on that one. The Holy Grail illusions. The fake Holy Grail. But yeah, it's just like one of those experiences that I always tell people to protect themselves from people. Only really know people at that point. You never know somebody's going to basically drop you a sec because they get a little clout. I'll go ahead and tell it, like I've said before, clout's a hell of a drug. Clout is really a hell of a drug on there. And now it basically causes a lot of problems overall. I've even actually got told about like what really happened with that. I was told that the boyfriend basically was like not no issue before because we was all friends before, but he basically felt that me still believing in her and she actually got part of it kind of affected like their relationship and stuff like that. So he basically made it him or me, which of course she chose him, of course, which I understand that situation. I was like, you know what? I don't want to cause any conflicts. It's him. But they broke up a little bit later anyway. She left him. So it is what it is. She had contacted me since then, so I'm assuming that it was not all true on that front. No, she broke up with him. She's with a different guy. For what I've seen so far. I don't think it's public information, so I'm not gonna tell who they date, who they're actually going out with at this point. So I'm not gonna embarrass them like that. I'm not gonna tell who it is either, because I don't feel like that. I want to ruin their story in general. I'd rather want to ruin their story. They've been respectful after I called them out before. So because I heard they said some things behind my back, which I clarified overall, and roughly always tell them that receipts always tell the truth. If you want to release receipts, keep your respect, keep my name respectful. We'll keep it that way.
This time, it'll be different.
Oh wow! Oh, that thing's still there. I'm trying to run out on that. Oh, multiple other pets too.
I'll protect you.
So I always tell streamers, like, I always try to help out smaller streamers to let them know that at the end of the day, always protect yourself from others at the same time. You don't want to actually get involved. You definitely don't want to actually get involved with certain people involved. Also protect your peace no matter what at this point. You owe nobody anything as a content creator. Fans don't owe you, and the fans don't owe you, you don't owe fans. And basically, if they want to give, they give because they want to at the end of the day.
It'll be different.
But you know what? It feels like all these stories always come simple to the fighting game community overall. And I can't help but laugh about that. It's always the fighting game community people. It can be. You just gotta actually like set like the thing about it is at this point in time, streaming's not always about like. I think there's actually a mixed bag of streaming overall. Streaming is one of those things that if you want to grow as a streamer, you actually gotta maximize the time of like putting content out there overall. Like for example, my TikTok, for example. My TikTok, for example, is like, you know, I see all these views on these TikToks like that. One's like, I've got as low as like 100 views on one thing. I got as high as like 18K views, believe it or not. And it was actually for stuff that I expect to get a lot of views on there. But the way I look at it overall is that that's how you grow. That's how you grow as a streamer overall. Some of those people from that views down will follow you and actually, you know, basically add you on here and stuff like that, based on your content. You don't have to get the high viewership to be like successful as a streamer. You just gotta actually get the eyes on your stream or eyes on your content. It's all about the content you make for the streams overall. What streaming does for you is enable you to make content much easier around it. Like, I make news videos about different game stuff overall, different games coming out, and use my stream stuff as a background for that. The maximization overall now, the meta right now, of course, as they put it, will always be shorts and stuff like that, and multi-streaming.
I'll take the lead.
I'm probably more successful to me. I'm probably more successful if I collab more. If I'm just like, you know, I always try to stay in my own lane, just chill, something like that. If somebody wants to play with them on their stream, I'm happy to do that. But I don't want to take away their thunder or anything like that. I always try to, you know, let them be the star, because at the end of the day, they are the star.
Oh, hell.
Like, you'd be surprised how many bigger streamers that I actually know, got to know, and stuff like that. Legit's like, you know, hey, I can host you and stuff like that. I'm like, no, don't do that. I appreciate your friendship more than I appreciate the cloud and stuff like that. And you know, which is strange to say, and it's kind of sad that people think that they feel like they have to do that because you have a relationship with them, and you don't have to do that. I'm just basically doing it for a hobby for right now. It's not for income yet. I'm just doing this as a hobby right now, and they don't feel like they should have to do all that stuff. It can be, but you just gotta, it's just one of those ways you just talk to people like you never will talk to people in general.
Leave it to me.
It's part of the reason I like smaller streams and stuff like that as well too. But at the same time, I do like active chat though. At the same time, with people talking like that, I don't mind the lurks because I know people like to lurk. Everyone wants to lurk like this game, like this right, for example. Because it's always fun to live vicariously through other people at the same time.
Oh, hell.
Am I past chapter 10 yet? Oh, I gotta do a summon. Of course I do. Thankfully no gold lightning. Okay, good. There we go. Real specialties on there.
Chose me again.
The plot is thick on this one, so probably gonna lock the attack in. Oh, I already got that set up. Okay, never mind. I already got that set up completely.
If you need...
I'm not gonna roll her stuff.
How dare you summon me?
I gotta reroll.
Such a
Yes,
trivial
plot.
fight. How disappointing.
Oh, come on now. Okay, I got crit damage on that one. Awesome sauce. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Stay, 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 stay. Okay, good, good. Oh, I'm not sure if you watched this game yet or not, but
Oh,
basically it's got a lot of plot in the game. But the cool thing about the plot is that they actually, let me go back here.
Oh.
You can actually build a relationship with them, of course, all that fun stuff. Dating simulation, you can pet them and stuff like that.
don't be so suspicious. I'm really giving it my all for you.
But, of course, this game actually has a lot of plot, so roughly if you accidentally hit some of the plot by accident, like, for example, they make a
You're
different
making
sound.
it hard to resist.
So there's a lot of plot, so of course, him in the plot spots, you basically, get a lot more.
Are you spending all your time with just me today?
And not just up here, but also, yes.
If only these eyes would look
It's,
only
it's,
at me.
it's,
Hey,
yes.
I may not look like it, but I'm a princess. Whoa, that's not a safe spot to touch.
And their responses are wild,
Where are
so,
your manners?
yes.
Knight of Cornwall, Tristan, ready for battle.
But of course, also the plot right here.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
But the faces they make is actually wild, though. But
Welcome.
the one that was the wildest one was, hold on.
I'm ready for anything. Truly.
Let me see.
Anything.
Where is it at? How they sit is wild, though. Let me actually go to the, which one was it? That's actually the,
When I'm with you, I feel like something fun is bound to happen.
I think it's this
My
one here.
type? Someone who can push me into submission. Hmm? That's a cute little prank.
Like,
Oh, I've never felt this kind of thrill.
it's like it's very live action, I'll say that much. The armor's the armor's really nice.
Yes.
The armor's very awesome, especially with this armor, too.
Huh? Where are you touching? Not there.
But look at her responses. It's hilarious. It's like, yes. And I'm not usually into, like, ecchi games like this at all. I'm usually just, like, a MMO player type stuff. But the actual comedy of this makes me laugh. And I actually love the Epic 7, so it reminds me of the Epic 7, so. Oh, forgot, since you are a sub on there, you also have the plot emote, which basically is this right here. You got the plot emote. There's lots of plot on here. Yeah, that's plot. Also got the loot emote too. Why is this out? Let me pop this out. The plot is real. There we go. I gotta do a shout out to Lady Cryo, because she's the one that actually helped me make all these. Let me do a shout out to her real quick, because she did make me all these too, so I gotta definitely give her that love. Where is... If I can find my Twitch here. I just lost it after doing that. And that. Oh, there, Echo. They are also another streamer that's actually very awesome. wish they streamed more, honestly, because I do miss their streams a lot. Her husbando streams a lot though, too. And I actually know them now. That they are, and you know, the trouble about VTubers always basically being beautiful people. It's always true. Hello. But yeah, shout out to them. But the trope about them actually being always beautiful, VTubers being always beautiful
Guess I'd
people,
give me a little
it's
blow
true.
up pool VTuber asset. I found the bone. I just don't have the camera.
Who's the best healer in the game? That's a tough one to call because roughly you have healers that can revive you. Then you also have healers that can actually let you actually do damage, like life steal. That's really a tough call. A lot of people say that Isolde is a really good top tier healer. I ain't got her yet, so I don't know 100%. But as my main healer, I actually have her down here. Let me collect this stuff here. Yeah, I've heard that ISO is actually a pretty good healer overall, but I've not got her yet, so I don't know. Dang, stuff gets getting in the way. The plot keeps getting in the way, I swear. Also, shout out to my homie here as well, because they are also a streamer. If they ever get, hopefully they get to stream again. I want to see them stream some more. What's it called? Good gosh, my mind goes every once in a while. My mind is gone. I completely forgot the game. These guys, we get up. Terra, some more Terra.
Oh my god.
Oh, there it goes right there, in fact.
Well, Jesus.
Tyson, you killed Dashi! How could you?
Man, that was my fault.
This is from the stream for the other week, too.
No, Sashi!
Yes. Yes. They're failures. They're failures. I'm gonna snooze the ad break for you on this. Yep. Just like our Imperial Army marching.
Leave it to me.
Let me get my rewards here. Wow. There it goes. Let me claim all of this. Yep. Oh, I got a multi-pull from that.
Oh, hell.
Alright, I'm gonna stop automatically moving. We're gonna go back. But also to show you some more of the plot as well, too, on top of that. Oh, oh. As soon as we clear this out, leaving the lobby on here. She's also a good healer, too. She's kind of a DPS healer at that point. It's a lifesteal heal.
Oh, hell.
Alright, we're going to return right now. So as far as healers is concerned, because you want to know who the best healer is. Also, to show you more plot fizzy, this is also some plot for you. Oh, nice. But I don't understand why she's the only one that sits on this like this. She's the one that sits on there. Everybody else sits like normal. She sits on there normal. She sits on there normal. She sits on there. Merlin sits on there normal. I don't know if I can call that normal, but yeah, it helps. It helps keep the weight off of her. It looks like she lets her lamp sit on there. She sits there and chills with a donut. Extra plot, yes. But look at this. I'm like, that's a lot of plot. But also another funny thing about this, you get fresh with the waitress. But another funny part, oh gosh, missed that. But if I can just not get out of there, I'm not trying to buy stuff. She'll cover up. She'll cover up, which is even more funny. You can also get the girl in the back too. Oh, that's still there. Oh, I want Merlin so bad. Merlin would definitely help out a lot. T-Mat is definitely damage dealer to the max on there. But let me go ahead and get back to my characters here. As far as healers is concerned, she has the revive right here.
If you need me, I suppose I can help.
She actually has the ability to revive in her actual skills and stuff. And it also applies the actual heal buff to him as well too on top of that. Which, I'm not surprised, I haven't maxed it out yet. I forgot to do her stuff. Okay, she's maxed out now. She also has this spell as well too on top of that. That's a cleanse spell. Just being pulled to the dungeon already. Okay, that's fine. No worries. I ain't got enough skill pages for it. And I'm gonna touch plot for you for your good luck.
Whoa,
there we go.
Not a safe spot to touch. Where are your manners?
Poking the plot for good luck. Oh yeah, D-Shet is basically the knight's lead. She is the best knight's lead out of the group right there. You can basically get a whole group of knights together on that, and that's what it comes down to. I really wish I got her too on top of that. Basically, you can just have nothing but knights on there after you have her up there. You can actually have Gal has the actual second tank for her as well too on top of that. You can actually have Lancelot. You could have like a whole crew of that people, of a whole crew of her. I now got Gorwyn, which is pretty awesome. I hadn't checked her abilities full out yet on there. But yeah, you can have a full knight group if you have like they shot as well too on top of that. So if you like the melees, like a full knight group or something like that, that's the best person to get. With the knights, you can actually have a whole like actual front line, mid line, and back line people available on there. You got knights that are good healers. You got knights that are actually pretty good.
I am Claire, the battle priestess.
She's actually a midline healer as well too on top of that.
Leave it to me.
Frontline knight.
Yes, my lord.
Frontliner as well too. Of
I'm
course,
always down
Lancelot's
for a
frontline.
date. With you.
Lots of plot with
Are
her.
you ending it here? Or do
She
you
can
want
be
to go
really
deeper
good
with
if you
me?
build her right. Is Claire any good?
I am Claire.
Claire
the
has some good
battle
abilities
priestess.
overall. Her basically, she has a really good ult that does a lot of damage overall as well too on top of that, but it also heals all allies too at the same time. She's the heal damager. She's a really good midline healer. Like, if you want a good comp with that, you can actually have her along with like somebody, a backline healer, so you can actually keep pretty good like a comp together like that. Oh yeah. She's probably one of the best midliners in the game, effectively, at this point. Also, she actually has that, but she has heals for her attacks as well, too. Her passives are really awesome, too, on top of that. It actually stuns all enemies as well, too, on top of that. Yeah, and she does, like, really good she has outstanding passives. And then fear resistance, which actually keeps her from getting debuffed on there. The only drawback to her is the fact she has no revive, and she has no way of actually clearing out like actual defects to you and stuff like that. But as far as like an actual hybrid attacker healer, yes, she is probably one of the best out there for that. In essence, if I can pronounce her name right, Dion Shet basically is probably the best lead in the game because of her abilities. Let me get all the characters. Wherever she's at, let me pull her up here.
You
Yeah.
picked me?
She's
My
actually
kids these days
she's
have
actually
decent
main
taste after
healer,
all.
but she's also a midline healer as well too. On top of that, her abilities are just like across the board outstanding. But the biggest benefit is that all night classes from her actual ultimate give the extra 8% damage overall. So their frontline melee attacker, or actually, it does not actually continue just to only melee. It does it for everybody. And that's the big benefit for that, as all night class characters. So whatever you build teams around Dayshat. Basically, characters like this you build teams around. And then of course she also has a shield she can cast as well too on top of that. That's actually only 5 seconds on there, which is ridiculously overpowered for what it is. I hope they don't nerf it. I hope they don't nerf it. You can get a cleansing card or some sort. And the passive, she gives a buff to teams with like critical damage. But to give you kind of idea, like all the knights, let me kind of narrow it down for all the knights for you. So roughly, when she casts her ult, and we'll just basically do 5-star, all these characters get a buff here. They're knights. And I think we're getting another knight tomorrow as well, too, on top of that. So, Lua,
You're
Hot
a good
Deep's ass
person,
over here,
but
she basically gets a
you
buff,
are
8% more attack. Mia's crazy ass gets a
What's up?
buff. Lucy's ass gets a
Because-
buff.
Do you need anything?
Claire gets a buff on her stuff, so when you pop the other girl's ult, her ult gets buffed too on top of that, and we know what her ult does, which is basically inflict 820% damage, so that'll be double that damage. It also cures allies by over 100% with that as well too on top of that.
Leave it to
Garwin
me.
gets a buff as well too on top of that, which she does a lot of damage. The only thing you would actually have to add to the comp is actually make them
Yes,
pretty more
I'm
bearable.
ready.
Elizabeth is one of those characters that, like, are the free character you get. It still makes me wonder if they actually got something more for her to actually do. She feels like that character off of Genshin Impact that's useless sometimes.
Are you ending it here? Or do you...
I'm always down for a date. With you. I'm
And
ready
also,
for
I think
anything.
Lancelot's
Truly.
actual ultimate
Anything.
scales off HP, I believe. I think somebody's actually scales off HP, I believe. Whose attack scales off HP? I think it might be K.
Are you in any need of my help?
And of course, Kay, you don't have Lancelot. Lancelot is a tanky
I'm ready for
DPS character.
Truly. Anything.
Lancelot's a tanky DPS character, and she's one of those DPS characters you frontline along with a tank. She can basically off tank a bit, but she does a lot of damage across the board too, on top of that. She has a really unique skill to make her, whatever equipment she wears, godly tier. If it's maxed out. And basically, this is actually like a really cracked skill, because roughly makes the potency of the equipment main stats 80%. And if it's like the IMO is gonna be 999 or lower, which of course all equipment right now is that low. She has really good self-sustain as well too on top of that. Uh-oh. Sorry. Sorry about the ad break. I wish I could delay it. I hate that.
You called?
Yeah, sorry. I'm waiting for the ad to be done. Don't worry. I'll wait for the ad.
Woo!
Appreciate the follow. Thank you very much. I'm trying to debate if I want to get that. But I do already have a 10 pull already available. Where's my 10 pull at? Oh. Oh, wow. I had more pulls. I forgot about them. Okay, I'm about to do some more pulls. Yeah, I forgot I had more pulls. Yes, yes, yes. All right, full disclosure on this. To give you a heads up and to clarify, there is no such thing as streamer luck. No such thing. Full disclosure. No such thing as streamer luck. Are we in agreement on this? There's no such thing as streamer luck. No. The reason why... Yes, natural luck. Okay, good. The reason why I said no such thing as streamer luck, because once I'm on stream, people think I'm cheating on this game so far. I actually pulled 5 straight freaking gold pulls on stream. And people think I was cheating. And I swear on everything I was not cheating. It just happened. It was basically just luck. So, and people think I'm like, they think streamer luck is a thing. So I'm like, no such thing as streamer luck. Alright. So now I'm finna do some pulls. See? No streamer luck. Uh-oh. It froze, so I don't know what that means. It froze up. Okay, good. So here we go. No 5 stars. No 5 stars. All right. There we go. I had that Baylin before. I think I already got Baylin. Yep, no lightning. See? There's no such thing as streamer luck. Oh no. No. See? Only one thing pulled up. There we go. This is a soft pity though. This was a soft pity, so it's not gonna be anything good.
Oh? Do you need my help?
Look. Just because we talked about Berlin earlier doesn't mean that she's pulled like this. I'm not beating these allegations. Never gonna beat these allegations, I swear. Well, Merlin, you're my main comp now. Oh, goodness. So I got one more pull here. There we go. That's all of them. So no more magic there. That's all of them. But I got Merlin now, so I got to replace somebody now. But before I replace somebody, I'm gonna put the pull Merlin up a little bit. We can actually get everything going here. Where's Merlin at? Right here.
I am Merlin, the Arch-Wizard of Britannia.
Yes, you are. You're very well done too. I seek
Do
something.
you have something to discuss? I'll always stand by your side.
Alright, guys, see what she says.
What are you looking to do with me?
Merlin, you're too submissive. No. No.
What are you looking to do with me?
Is this game worth spending money on? If you like Epic 7, then yes. But you get a lot of free stuff from them too at the same time. It's not forced pay to win. No. You become a run through because of that. When I say that, it's because a lot of these 4-star characters are pretty strong in their own right. Let's go ahead and show those off a little bit. A lot of these 4-star characters are really strong in their own right. And you get a lot of them generally on that.
Alright, let's go.
You get like, oh no. I mean, there's no, thankfully this game is not I don't think it's gonna be one of those guys that rebalances anything like that. I think it's not gonna be a Tower of Fantasy BS situation there, which I hate Tower of Fantasy to this end of this day because of that shenanigans. I mean, they're gonna have me max out a character, and then they're gonna nerf them at the end of that, like nerf all their attacks and stuff like that. You don't do that on gacha games though, for real, for real. You don't do that on gacha games. But a lot of 4-stars are really strong in their own right, too. You get a good selection of people. You also get a free 5-star with it as Elizabeth. And the game actually gives you events and stuff like that. Oh yeah, the PvP on here is actually pretty solid, too, on top of that. Alright, I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna fit Merlin now.
The Arch-Wizard of Britannia.
Ooh. Freeze. Ooh. Damage and crowd control? Yes. Damage and crowd control? Yes. Alright, who am I going to replace now is the question. It's a hard comp just to really. Nah, Claire should be actually in the middle. Claire's a middle character. No, Claire's a middle character. You kind of an example of that. Let me show it real quick. Yeah, Claire's a mid character. Let me make sure this is Claire. Yeah, she's a mid. Merlin's a mid too on top of that, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. She does a lot of damage. I just gotta feel if Merlin actually has heals or not. I don't think Merlin has heals at all. No, I didn't mean to replace her. Where's Merlin at? There goes Merlin. I hate replacing her because she does good attack. She actually does like restraint immunity, comes immediately to restraint. Yeah, she was a good secondary healer effectively on that, and she basically her damage basically gave health out. Yep. But she does way too much damage not to put her in. Her chaos damage is ridiculous. She goes through stuff. She's always my top DPS here as well too. I think Merlin's gonna be a top DPS as well too. On top of that, I do believe we can sustain with just her in her back. I really wish we had some other character to do some healing as well too, but She's probably gonna be my best like actual person. But Merla's deeps from her is gonna be ridiculous. Part of me wants to get rid of like all my healers and go for deep healers, but I don't want to get like enfeebled and stuff like that. Alright, we're going to... Where's Merlin at? Here we go.
I am Merlin, the Arch Wizard of Britannia.
How much can I level her up, I wonder? Ooh, I had enough to actually S to 60-er. So no transfers needed.
Level up.
Is Lisa good? Let me go back to... I'll get her gear too. Lisa's very cracked. She attacks very fast. She actually has attacks that just tear through bosses completely. She hits all enemies with her ultimate. She hits all front enemies with her active attacks. She marks targets for everybody else on top of that. So that's another cool thing about that. She marks targets, they take additional damage on top of that, which is ridiculously good for a party. Her target marking makes everybody else's damage better. Each character makes each other better, effectively. The only character that does not make each other better is this character right here, which the truth behind her is the fact that she does so much damage, no matter what she does, it's just completely BS. She also ignores damage too on top of that. That's why she's in the back row, doing damage and stuff. She's the only character that's not help other characters, but the fact that she does so much damage just kind of nullifies that. Yeah. And she also has damage ignoring as well too on top of that. Which is why I want to get more of her to actually increase this overall. Ignore damage reduction is pretty beefy. The reason I got her in the game is the fact not only can she heal everybody, she actually has constant heals. She has consistent heals, which actually also removes harmful like actual spell effects. So any harmful spell effects, she removes that, and that's the reason why she's really top tier. She also has status resistance herself built into her. And then her passive is burn resistance, which helps out like from getting wore down by a pretty good option on there. I think Merlin's gonna fit in pretty good overall. I just gotta equip her now.
I am Merlin, the Arch Wizard of Britannia.
I don't have purple of this. Oh, she uses shield anyway. Magic attack plus... Ooh, crit damage is on there too. Damage reduction. Yeah, I'll upgrade this one. We'll do the upgrade of this. We'll max upgrade this. I'm gonna wait for a purple for the other thing. Actually, is there another one I have of this? Let's see what the other one has stat-wise. Nothing is actually going to be better at that point. I'll wait for something to find something better at that point. Oh, gotta...
I am Merlin, the Arch Wizard of Britannia.
I gotta wait for more skill books on there. And what do I have card-wise here? That's the melee attack, so negative on that. HP increase. I'm gonna keep that on her for a healer. That's melee attack again. I could probably put that on what's her name on that one. I probably would switch that out for somebody else there. That's actually pretty beefy. Magic attack 11 with resonance. What's resonance do? Alright. Dang. Wish I had more cards. But oh well. It is what it is. We gotta take what we can get. There we go there. We take what we can get at this point. Alright, we're going to try out Merlin now. See how this works out. Oh, uninvested growth point, so we're going to put more in HP.
Leave it to me.
Bet I still keep that tank alive a lot longer too on a lot of situations. Oh yeah, increase the damage for everybody now. Oh yes. Merlin's tax next. Oh, that tax so BS right there. That eliminated their actual over opportunity for attack right there. That's golden. If it works on bosses, yes. If that works on bosses across the board, ooh-wee.
Focus on me.
Oh, wow. They have no shot. Yeah, Lisa's... Oh, yes. I like everything Lisa. Everything Lisa's fire. Alright. So Merlin's going to definitely... But Merlin's definitely S team at this point. Yeah, Merlin's definitely top team at this point. I can appreciate Merlin's work. Yeah, Lisa's top everything. This is why she gets to sit on. She gets to sit on the thing right here. I wonder if I can tickle her feet. Oh, you can touch her feet. It actually causes a little thing too. Let's see. Hold on. Get out. Can I move this out? Oh, there we go. Oh wow. I'm not a foot guy, guys. I'm beating those allegations too. I'm not a foot guy. Yeah. This is definitely Gooner Sesh right here. Alright, ad break again. Why did the ad break happen so soon on this one? Hope you're not seeing an ad. Okay. Well, I guess I am going to call it a night. On this one, I wait till the ad break gets over with. I want to see who's actually on right now, too. Oh, can you hear me now? Oh, ad's off. Awesome sauce. Okay. Guess I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to see if everybody else is on actually Lost Sword. And also going to see who else is on streaming-wise, too. Ah, some other Lost Sword streamers are on today. Good job. And of course, Taito Seto is actually on, which is awesome.
This is what happens when cooking.
He's already been on for quite a few hours, too.
Ready to dive in?
There we go. Thank you. Okay, it took 10 seconds. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, I am getting off of here. I'm going to see who else is on. Taito Seto is actually on. I've been watching his content for like past couple of days as well too. On top of that, he's been like wrecking everything.
Some of these stages are fucking ridiculous.
So I'm gonna definitely host out to him because he's definitely number 1G at this point. Let me get to my dashboard here. I hate the how cluttered this thing is.
I have no idea. But
There
it's
we
annoying.
go.
I'll tell you that.
We're going to raid out.
Shit is annoying.
Alright, you guys take care, Cinnamon Deuces.
Well,
Have a good one.
we managed to slip in a 3-hour stream. I'm fucking low-key beat. There's not a whole lot I can do. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, I didn't do my quick expeditions. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ooh.
Appreciate the love, and I'll also see you tomorrow.
Hold on. Almost. I didn't do these today. Hold on. Ooh, I got a ring. I didn't do these today. Doo-doo. Ooh, I got a ring. Coco's back. Doo-doo. Holy shit, raid number 2. Coco's back. Holy shit, raid number 2. Need another gold? Please? Need another gold? I forgot to do these. Oh. I forgot to do these. Cyber Teddy, thank you for that follow. I appreciate you. Cyber Teddy, thank you for that follow. I appreciate you. Coco, welcome back. A little bit. He was beat a little bit, but now we just got some stuff and things.
I will.
This is okay, I guess. This is doo-doo. This is just straight ass. Dismantle you and you. Bye-bye. Doo-doo.
Is this making noise? It is.
So let me
More
host
stats.
it out.
I like more stats.
Inspect fingerprint.
What,
Hey, he belongs to.
Hey, more HP.